Hi Capricorn, here's a general look at your solar chart for June 2012, and there's a real practical feel to this month. You'll be having to deal with the physical, material aspects, maintenance orientated aspects of your life here on Earth, I think. So perhaps dealing with more niggly details, things crop up, attacking the to-do list, things piling up in the corner, that's sort of a feel to it, but putting more effort into perhaps repairs, taking your car to the garage, or your computer or to the menders, or your body to the doctor, going in for some kind of treatment. It could be anything along those lines. So you're going to be very much, the mind on the to-do list. It might be health matters to do with somebody else as well. It's very service orientated, so you might be having more to do with service providers yourself at this time. And really, putting things in place to look after yourself better, to look after things better. But teamwork is favourably highlighted. And you'll probably have that tool or that word in your ear or that contribution or that venue from somebody else that is really going to underpin your efforts, really going to help you. And you like to have good relations with helpers, service providers, co-workers, and socializing or a romantic encounter could actually happen with somebody in this type of environment, whether it's a work colleague or something to do with the health aspects. And there's a female energy, a really nice female energy here, but it doesn't have to be. But it is Venus, so Venus tends to have more femaleness about her. You've got a lot of emphasis in this area actually, because also Jupiter is coming into this area here to stay for 12 months, Capricorn, and Jupiter will be opening new doors, bringing new opportunities into this part of your solar chart for a long time ahead. And of course it's up to you to use that energy well and play your cards right. But over this month and about half of this month, and then up until August, Jupiter and Venus are going to be together and bringing a really good vibration into that area there. And there's also yet another emphasis in this area, which is the lunar eclipse, which is happening on the 4th, and that means it tends to usher in change and potential improvement over the month to come in the area that I've just been speaking about, all those several areas, whether it's to do with the job market, whether it's to do with chores you've got to do or project you're doing, or whether it's to do with learning new skills, or whether it's to do with your health or somebody else's health. So with Venus and Jupiter in the mix, I don't think the outlook is bad at all. I think it looks overall quite good, but bear in mind that Venus is retrograde until the 27th, which can make things feel like they're going very slowly. You've got to be more patient, you've got to work a bit harder as things come together or as things unfold. Yet another planet is in that area for the first week, and that's Mercury. So that means that your mind will very much be focused upon the to-do list and conversations and correspondence and maybe paperwork, will have to be dealt with, and you're just having to be very down to earth, which is you can do that easy peasy, no problem, and put one foot in front of the other and get on with all of these tasks that are sort of rolling out in front of you, and you can make good progress as well. Particularly if you are learning new skills, because the long transit of Mars has been helping you to learn a lot of new stuff over these last many months, since last November actually. And then from the 7th to the 26th, communications, personal or professional, in close relationship, and collaborations and negotiations are going to be highlighted. and you may be seen as the advice giver or the informer or the go-between, or maybe you're just bouncing ideas off somebody else, but also learning from somebody else's slant on things, which you may disagree with, but at least gets you to shape your own slant on things better. And then from the 26th, discussions and ideas may become more involved. Your feelings are just a little bit more sensitive, and you're figuring out what your bottom line is, what you've got to prioritize. So you're weighing things up, and finances, property, possessions will be more on your mind, Capricorn, during that time there. And you might be giving or taking confidential advice, and perhaps sensing more than thinking, which is probably a good time to be doing that with Mercury in that area of your solar chart. And now, for many months, Mars has been in a very expansive area of your solar chart. It's got a month left there to run. That's this June, and you will have been learning an awful lot of new stuff, things you didn't know before, and putting physical energy into that. And it would have been a good idea, and it still is a good idea, to get right out of the rut that you've been in, right out of the box, and just refresh yourself mentally and spiritually by just taking a trip, if that's the way to do it, or going and enrolling in to learn something and meet new people. Just really to almost like rinse your palate and get plunge into unfamiliar scenarios. So some of you will have been connecting with foreign cultures more over this time. Some of you will have been, as I say, your mind will, new doors will have been opening in your mind. And some of you may have been having to look at the legal situation on something, or be more aware of the legal side of things, or getting into a new project, a new enterprise which you've had to sort of promote and perhaps reach people across a wider stage in that way. And this area is also connected to publications as well, but also belief systems, whether they're religious ones or whatever. And just opening your mind, turning the light bulb on over your head, making you aware of realities of which you were previously unaware, and gathering a lot of new information. And now from the 21st, you will be compromising a little bit more, or a partnership or a professional relationship will be highlighted and could demand more sensitivity or commitment from you maybe, or just more understanding, but a bonding thing could be going on there maybe for some of you. And that's it for June. Now you might want to, if you're not there already, go to my website and look up what's happening with the slower moving outer planets, because what I've been saying here is describing what the faster moving inner planets are doing, and you need really to put the two together. Also, you might want to find the forecast for your rising sign or your moon sign, because you need to kind of take the bits that you can understand and can relate to and check out the rest, and that'll give you more of a picture and the gist of things to come over this coming month. And I will see you the next time.